Okay. Try using
Right,
this
I
in
need a
second one
training
when you're
golem
out of
to
range.
try
The
this
stealth
out
might just
on.
be activated due to wording. Okay, let me try that. So I'm out of range here, I believe. Right? Yeah.
Am I missing something? Why can't I change my traits?
You in combat?
Doesn't say I'm in combat. Oh, actually, I guess it does.
Alright, so out of range. Oh, killed my target. Well, let me just try with no target then. No target, hit steal, gain nothing.
I love sword as a main hand. Do you just move in and out?
Oh yeah, Sword's main hand is beautiful.
I love it.
When you steal, you and all allies gain might stacks, but not like you could do it quick enough with your steal.
Yeah, but dagger can make me stealth.
Yeah, if you're using daggers, you really are much more encouraged to have stealth.
If you're what? I'm sorry?
If you're using daggers, you are much more encouraged to have a stealth build because of the backstab is crazy. The backstab skill with sword is just a daze. Sorry, not the backstab. I mean the stealth skill. If you hit them in the back, it's an immobilize, I think, and then if you hit them in the back, it's a daze.
Oh my gosh, that does so much damage. If you have a spider venom and the immobilizer
Oh, look at that.
trait build.
Oh yeah, and get this. So Bountiful Theft, if you use steal with no target, does nothing. Thrill of the Crime, no target, it gives you all 3 buffs again for 15 seconds.
That is kick-ass.
So I don't understand. Not yet finished, I guess.
What,
Must
Thrill
be.
the Crime? I liked it. I just used it. Wonder if what do you guys using as a secondary weapon?
I go Sword Dagger.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing, and I'm liking it. Just wondering. Whoa, what just happened there? Didn't go anywhere.
So, or do you want to see how you can combo Scorpion Wire and Infiltrator Strike? Alright, come here. You see where, come stand where we
Yeah,
are.
sure. Yep.
So if you can see, I'm actually out of range with Scorpion Wire right now.
Right.
So if I fire it off, it will just do nothing. It will just waste it. I'm actually out of range with Infiltrator Strike as well, but the nice thing is that it teleports you toward them as far as you can. So I'll just fire that
Right.
off, then use the Scorpion Wire, and then return and watch what happens.
Oh, nice.
Pretty cool.
Ooh. So you just did 8-2. You did 2-8-2. Basically.
Yep. The thing is you have to wait until the Scorpion Wire is about to activate.
Basically, the bar at the bottom, you have to let that finish, and then you can jump back.
Pierre, I don't know. I'm running out of traits in the builds I'm playing around with, but
There you go.
I think Thrill is pretty enticing just because, well, I mean, right there we saw I can use it out of combat if I feel like I need to. Of course, then again, I've got my Steel on cooldown. You know, but then it's...
Scorpion Wire, that'll work if an enemy is standing on top of...
I don't know, though. If I had
basically,
any
if they're
possible
standing
extra, I
anywhere
think I would
where
use it
you
because
can walk towards
my
them
plan,
without having to
at least
hit
right
the jump
now...
button, like just walk to you in a straight line, it'll work.
So wait a minute. What bar was I waiting? Because I think I just did it on complete accident and made it work.
Well, here, just get close enough to throw Scorpion Wire naturally. Walk up to him and hit the Scorpion Wire button, and you'll see an orange bar. It's like,
Oh, the cat bar, yeah.
yeah, the cast bar. That's what it is.
Okay.
You let that finish, and the second that's done, you can jump back.
Okay. I'll try again when the target golem comes up.
But if like I said, if I'm using Steel as a daze, then that means that
Yeah,
I'm
that's
using it in the
pretty
middle of
bait.
a fight,
That's
and
pretty
having
badass.
Might and
I
Fury
really
is going to
like
be
that.
pretty handy. Especially consider that they're about to heal, so they're low on health. I use my steal as a daze, stop their heal, and now I've got Fury, extra 20% chance to crit, and I can hopefully finish them off right there where they're low on health. That's my enticement about Thrill, but I don't know if I have enough room for it. You can also do interesting things with Shadow Step, like here I'll show. I'll hit it and then I'll move the other direction. Oh, I think I did too early. He died, yeah. But you can basically it would have pulled to where I moved to. Let's see. You should see how many thieves you can get in total at once with Merciful Ambush, Master
Definitely
Trapper.
get some forced movement off with this Scorpion Wire.
Merciful Ambush, Master Trapper, and the cooldown waiting. What's Master Trapper? Oh.
He got stuck.
Yeah, I was testing to see where he would stop.
Alright.
So I should have said something.
A stream viewer wants me to see how many thieves we can get on the screen, so let's all lay ambush traps right here.
Everything's on cooldown. Which one do you want? Ambush trap?
Yeah. Fated, that's for people who do dagger builds with stealth, so they can get a higher chance to crit with the backstab. Oh, someone has to go down near me? I'm not gonna go that far, Pierre, come on. Thanks, Fated, thanks for following.
So what are we doing?
So you lay the trap, and now we wait for the cooldown to come off. And then when he activates all 3 traps, then drop another one. Stand next to him, so he'll activate it automatically.
Oh, okay. Who's coming towards here?
And then go ahead and have Assassin's Guild ready as well.
Thieves Guild, yeah, got it ready.
All right, here we go. You guys cooldowns off?
No, I need 2 seconds.
Okay.
Put another one up.
Oh, they'll replace each other.
Okay, so don't put it up. I gotcha. He's
Yeah,
gonna
hold.
activate it, then we'll do it again. Got it.
All right, I'll get the next one. They didn't activate it. Can you pull them over here? That didn't work out.
Fail. Not entirely sure how we went invisible, but I'm okay with it.
You have a higher chance to crit naturally than with that trait. So
Ah,
actually-
too late.
oh. Higher than a 50% chance to crit? That seems crazy. Is that like a special ability? I didn't know you can get up that high with just
Alright,
traits
well,
and stuff.
this is pretty much done in 20 minutes, right? Test is done.
I think 2 hours and 20 minutes. I heard 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Oh.
That's a few thieves.
That was so confusing.
Apparently there's a trait that will call thieves when you res someone or something like that, too. I don't know, they're telling me I could get 6 by myself on my stream. You can get to 50% crit naturally. That sounds crazy. I did not know that.
Dude, somebody is gonna totally... It's gonna totally fly off the handle the first time they see that. Oh god, you just teleported me.
Faded, I'd like to see that build. That sounds a little bit crazy if you could get that high of crit. Huh, I didn't immobilize him. Another combo I'm really loving, and I'm like tempted to make this a required skill, is Smokescreen. Smokescreen, you can drop it and it makes a line, and then if you hit it with a cluster bomb, like that, it stealths everyone in the cluster bomb area, which you can see is like massive, and the stealth lasts a long time.
Lord. So you did. Hold on, let me try this. So smokescreen and then the cluster bomb.
Right. Exactly. And so you can use that, your stealth skill is a immobilize with shortbow.
Yeah.
So I was trying to practice earlier. Basically, you're running, you're chasing someone, you basically turn 90 degrees, like you start casting smokescreen, turn 90 degrees to the left, hit a cluster bomb, you know, in the square if you can, and then you've got your stealth ability. And since the stealth lasts so long, you have plenty of time to fire off an infiltrator arrow or a shadow step or a dodge and try to close the distance before you hit him with the immobilize.
I could outrun a centaur.
Now to see if I can do this all in conjunction. Alright, here's the test. Well, no, I don't have... I have it. Alright. Oh, I did it wrong.
It's really tricky. You have to actually target exactly in the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another thing I learned is that the premature detonation, or whatever you want to call it, for cluster bomb does not do a combo finisher. It has to be the sort of, you know, natural explosion.
Okay. I wonder if firing through it just does it.
Firing through it does blind. Oh, with that, no. See, you have to. The bomb has to actually hit in the line.
I could outrun a centaur.
Okay, well, I suck at doing that. I need to set up a mouse button. I'm gonna set up an F2, like a button to do weapon swaps on the mouse rather than the tilde key.
I have weapon slots as number 5.
Faded, I think I saw the video you're referring to now, and that is not a viable build. The guy who made the video himself said that build was stupid and should never be used in actual competition. I mean, it's nice to get big numbers, I guess, but I don't know, me personally, I'm not really interested in that kind of thing. I'll be doing World vs. World, and I'll be probably more focused on like mobility and survivability, stuff like that. But alright, I want to test the range on Shadow Trap. I'm going to drop a Shadow Trap and then I'm going to run away, and then you guys pull the guy over the Shadow Trap if you don't mind.
Yep, sure. Just drop him so we don't have to do the trick one. Makes it easier. Cool. Pull them over.
I could outrun
Alright, go ahead and try it.
Oh, he already did.
Yeah, I didn't see nothing.
Yeah, I want to see how far away I can get when it still works.
Oh, I know what's going on.
Alright, I'm going to put it right here.
I have fast cast grounding on. That's why. I was playing Elementalist. Okay, I just gotta remember that.
Wait for it. Alright, go ahead.
Good.
I didn't pull all the way. Weird.
Yeah, he's not pulling. There must be a line of sight issue or a ground issue there.
Yeah, we perfectly in range and didn't pull all the way.
Well, I was thinking is maybe you should come up with maybe more than one build for World versus World, and then people can spread out between the two.
Is my trap dead?
No, it's still up.
Still up. The guy was stuck on like this little ledgy piece here.
Alright, he pulled through it.
And nothing happened?
Well, I put a trap in front of him and I jumped to that trap, but
My trap's gone now?
yeah, your trap gone now.
Okay, it didn't work that far then. So it's pretty limited range.
How far did you run?
Basically just far enough where your name disappeared. I'm not sure exactly the distance. I'll try it again.
It's-
Alright, try it now.
I gotta get my stuff.
Try it now, you said?
Yeah, go ahead. I can see the trap now, so it should definitely work. Oh god, it still didn't work. Alright, so that's pretty limited range.
Try it so you're just in range for the mini-map.
Let's please not talk about best builds right now. I mean, this is beta, guys. Come on, you can't say, this is the best build and there is no other build. Give a little credit to developers. Like, there's so much versatility in this game. Like,
Basically, I'll stand on your trap, and then when you get my dot just basically inside of map range.
well, I was pretty close the last time you did it. I guess
Alright.
try it now. I would say I'm about 2K away. And that worked.
Yeah, I'm guessing mini-map is kind of mini-map is essentially the standard for that, because they said something about the Mesmer portal, or not said, but I heard from Mesmers that the
I could
Mesmer
outrun a
portal will
centaur.
work essentially up to the map of the size of the mini-map.
Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, sorry, nobody's mentioning best build. My bad.
Oh, ledge.
It could be because I'm a little bit salty because I don't use daggers and I don't use stealth. I use like short bow and sword and dagger, which are like not so great damage, but like so much utility. And I don't do a whole lot of structured, so or at least I don't yet. But
What if the pistol would be worth anything?
pistol's good. Dual pistol has unload, which at least. You know, I'm actually curious. Did it used to be always projectile finisher? Because I noticed that it's now like a 20% chance.
I don't know. I think it used to all be all, but I mean,
Because it used to be that unload skill was like the best combo finisher, but I think it might be nerfed.
I'm gonna go pick up a set of pistols.
Oh, 20% at the end of last beta, huh? Well, people are still saying that it's like crazy good. In my experience, it didn't really proc all that much. Like I can just do it right now.
You know, you can change your skill. This is a dumb question. You can change your skills on the fly out of combat, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, so the required things you could change to the situationally required, and then change back to the other things you wanted outside of that situationally required.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, that just opened up an entire world for me. Alright, be back in a little while.
So if I do smoke screen and then unload, see, I got one blind there. I can't really tell how much it's stacking, I guess. But I mean, how much could it possibly be stacking? It's lasted another 5, 10, okay, maybe 5 seconds. So it probably procced there maybe, I don't know, I guess it's supposed to proc, what, 2 times out of 8? 20%? Is that right? No, that's 25%. 20% would be a little bit less than that. So it just doesn't seem like it's that great. What is the stealth spin? What are these blocks? No. Oops. Oh, I can't swap, great. That's
Okay, so the thieves just use square.
how many shots was that? That didn't even say.
What have you done?
One, two, three, four, 5 is what it sounded like. What was the percentage on that? Oh, I didn't get it right. Underwater combat? No, I haven't played with that yet. I was gonna ask you about that. There's a skill though that like pulls you to them, right? Seems like it could be handy in certain situations. Okay, there was no. So it looks like the stealth skill on. Can you fire off Shadow Refuge again? Yeah, so the stealth skill on pistol is 100% chance, and it sounds like it's about 5 hits. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's a pretty good combo finisher actually. Yeah, the harpoon has the shadow step, but you can't shadow step like out of the water, right? But it seems like there could be a case where you could use that. Like, what is it called?
No. Are you talking, is this a double pistol or is this pistol something else?
It would be main hand pistol would give you the stealth skill. So I think it's a pretty clear winner that dual pistol is your combo finisher build if you are going to do combo finishers. Because you get, you know, 2 or 3 with 1 unload, and you can fire that off a bunch, and then if you go stealth, you get 5. Oh, is that, did Darkfield do? What did that look different? Last sleep and roll, yeah, that's true. That's true. It's best for physical projectile, I guess. Leap and whirl. Yeah, that's true. Still can't believe I didn't know they had that timer on the skills. Completely missed that. What else do I want to test? I want to play around with Devour Venom and some traits. What is this? This is 3 attacks. This is 2. I do like the idea of chilled, the fact that it lasts longer. That is not 6 seconds. That is not 6 seconds at all. Mississippi 2. That is like 2 seconds. So the tooltip for Ice Drake Venom says chilled 6 seconds, but it seems to only last 2 seconds. Oh, 2 times 3, 6 seconds?
Testing on that. Oh, hey, you want to try stacking stone? Basilisk? The epic one?
I could outrun
Okay.
a centaur.
Can you blind 3 guys
As soon as
with
I
1
leave
arrow?
combat, I will,
If the bounce goes through another combo
equip
field, you might be able
that.
to. I'm not so sure about that, though. That's a good one to test. Alright, so what are we doing?
Well, okay, there it goes. We're gonna try to do the epic stone form and see how long we can get that. And I'm gonna put Venomous Aura on. So it's Basilisk Venom. I'm gonna put Venomous Aura on. I want you to queue yours, and then do your attacks, and then I'm gonna queue mine. Or then I'm gonna attack, and then when that's off, I'm gonna queue mine. You should get it, and I should get it. We'll see how long we can keep them stoned, essentially.
Okay, I'll get Venom Ore as well.
And of course, I hit button instead of changing my.
And I need to get last 1 extra strike, right?
Yeah.
Apply the venom. Okay. Alright, so basically I'll go first, fire it off, do 2 attacks, and then you're gonna do it and do 2 attacks basically. And I'll do 4 attacks total.
Yep.
I could
Let me just
outrun a
finish setting this
centaur.
up because I was an idiot and reset my skills rather than doing the right thing.
No X, we've tested that. The charge, it's 1 charge per hit. And so if it bounces and hits another one and you have another charge, it will affect them and it will use another charge. So if you got 3 charges, 1 trick shot hits 3 targets, it hits all, the poison is on all 3 targets, the venom I mean, and all 3 charges are gone.
Okay. Now I'm not an idiot. I'm ready whenever you are.
Alright. I guess I don't have to be up close. Alright, I'll go in, well I guess you'll be able to tell when I go. 3, 2, 1. Guy kind of took our thing.
Yeah, let's go over and find something. $15 on mine. Okay, ready whenever you are.
Alright, 3, 2, hold on a sec. Okay, ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
Quickly.
It appears to be stacking. I don't know.
It didn't look... It looked like each hit reset the duration, because it's supposed to be stone for 2 seconds, right? 1 second.
Yeah.
1 second.
I guess an easier way to try it would be if I'll just basically hit Basilisk Venom and then do one attack, like turn off auto attack and just hit once. And if it lasts for more than 1 second, then we know it's stacked, right?
Okay. How do I turn off auto attack?
Control right click.
Okay, thank you.
Alright, ready?
Yep.
I guess this will have to be much more concerted effort. How should we time this? Actually, that's
Actually,
gonna be...
I'm gonna drop my stream real quick, and then I'm gonna turn it back on, and then I'll just post the footage so we can review it. Actually, let's start on another golem, because we're gonna kill this one. Alright, I got a new string going.
Okay, so basically we have to hit at the exact right moment for it to work, right?
Well, since from what I understand these stack in duration, we should actually be able to unload everything and be fine.
Okay, yeah, let's do that then. Let's do a countdown, then you fire off. Well, but actually, let's just try that real quick. What happens if...
We all just pop them and go?
let's try this. Slot Ice Drake Venom, and then activate it.
1 second. I'm in combat for some reason.
Do you have another Venom activated?
I have Basilisk in there. That's it.
Ah.
Kind of wish there was some kind of a timer to tell me when I was going to be in and out of combat.
Still in it?
Yeah, I'm still in combat for some reason. I wonder what the key is keeping me in combat.
I got out.
Oh, yep, just got out.
I could outrun a centaur.
Which one would you like?
Just activate Ice Drake Venom, and we'll just see. I'm curious what happens if I have two of the same Venom.
Okay. So tell me when you want me to start, and I'll activate, and you want me to attack also?
No, just go ahead and activate it, and we'll see what happens without attacking.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, activating.
Time to do some real damage.
Okay, so they do stack there. So what we should do is we should just both go ahead and cast Basilisk right now, and then just do a count and just start attacking.
Okay.
Oh, did you?
That was my bad. Okay. It looks like I do have 2 stacks of the Basilisk, though.
You still do?
Yep.
Okay, then just on the count of 3, just use both attacks as quick as possible.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. That definitely looks like it's stacking to me.
The chilled definitely was stacked. Don't see the stone stacking, though.
You don't
'cause
think it's
that's
stacked?
Well, the stone to me seemed like the stone just dissipated the second we were done attacking.
Well, it should be 4 total seconds, right? Go ahead and fire off Basilisk again.
It's going up now. Except if I hit the heal skill. That won't help.
Any new tricks?
Alright, so I'll do another count and then do it again, like all attacks. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Yeah, that doesn't seem to be stacking.
Where'd you guys go?
Actually, look for the blue
I see
dots.
it. I see ya. It's a joke, man. I know where to go. What are you guys trying now?
Venom stacking, so you know exactly how that works.
Oh,
So I guess it makes sense, right? Because Basilisk Venom not being a condition can't really stack.
Yep.
I mean, they're just going off. Bam, bam.
Let's try, okay, everyone slot Devourer Venom, and Ors, can you set your trait, that Venomous Aura, and the extra charge?
I have Venomous Aura. And the extra charge, yep.
Alright, go ahead and slot Devourer Venom.
I have it. It's on cooldown. I just used it. I have both Spider and Devourer traded right now.
Alright, we'll wait for your cooldown, and then we'll activate all 3.
Oh, what's the third one?
I mean, each one of us will activate Devourer Venom.
Okay, I have Devourer Venom.
Alright, go ahead and activate anytime.
It's activated.
Alright, everyone attack in 3, 2, 1, go. Now stop attacking, stop attacking. Well, it doesn't last too crazy long.
3 seconds. Are you trying to see if it stacks?
Yeah, I mean, it should stack.
Yeah, we each should have 3 seconds of... So we each should be able to stack 9 seconds onto one guy.
Oh my gosh, I love how the short bow just goes, the arrow just goes everywhere.
Yeah, and it'll
You
carry
have
Venom too.
Ricochet on?
Trick shot.
Oh, trick shot, right.
I like doing this too.
Alright, let's try this.
And then
Yeah.
you get combos off the poison cloud.
Alright, let's try it again, and this time just attack once. Or, I mean, twice to use, or I guess it'd be 3 times to use all the Venoms.
It'd actually be 6, because each Venom has 2 hits.
Oh, okay. Alright. Go ahead and activate Venoms.
Alright, activated.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, attack. Actually, that doesn't seem to be stacking up.
Nope.
No.
I mean, I was just watching the icon and it didn't seem to be stacking.
Let's try chill. That's more of a normal condition, like.
Ice Strike
Otherwise-
Venom?
Yeah.
I wonder if
Time to do
scale
some real
Venom,
damage.
because that would be a lot of fun to have one person immobilized and the other person vulnerability and weakness. That would be, to me, it would be pretty helpful, but
Do you have Ice Drake?
I got Ice
Yeah.
Strike, I'm ready.
I already popped mine. Then if you look,
Oh,
we
there
have
we
2
go.
I'm ready.
stacks.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, attack. Oh, we killed it. I didn't see the number stacking there either, though.
Go with what's it called? Scale Venom. Let's try that one. Because I've seen that quite a few times. Stack.
Let me get out of combat here. Let's kill this real quick.
Actually, I still have ice strike. Just get rid of it. Okay.
You ready to try Scale Venom?
No, we haven't. Let's give that a shot, though.
Right. Let's attack the. Well, let's wait a second. Jerk!
So you're gonna finish
Go
off.
to the other heavy one.
Alright, go to the other heavy. 3, 2, 1, attack.
Ah,
So that definitely does stack.
Yeah.
Okay, so then maybe a more generic question.
Oh, that one stacked up ridiculously, dude. Oh my, I'm using that. So you see what I'm saying? Immobilize, and one person go immobilize, and one person goes Scale Venom. That person is done.
I'm still surprised though. I thought that Immobilize would stack duration. But it was definitely
you
not
guys
6
stand right
seconds.
there. You guys stand right there. I'm gonna walk a little way away and see how far. Actually, yeah, that works, Ors. I'm gonna walk down this way, and we'll just see how far Venomous Might works. Did you get it? Anyone?
Nope.
No. Actually, I got a Devourer Venom. Is that what I was supposed to get?
No.
Time to do some real damage.
Got that one.
If you get Scale Venom.
So the range is.
Oh yeah, Rookbug. Oh, you just popped him.
The range is pretty close.
Yeah, that got it there. Yeah, it's pretty close.
Yeah, I think Ors to me is basically the range.
Yeah,
and
that's range. Definitely.
So the appropriate time to do that would be like during a portal cast time. Like when everyone stacks up for the, get ready to do the portal dive.
Wait a minute.
Good call.
Let me wait 20 seconds and then fire off a Devour Venom.
You want me to give it to you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, whenever you're ready, I can pop it. Alright, you have it.
Okay. Okay, I think I got ores right there. Now I'm gonna pop mine. I'm gonna count how many I actually can do. 1, 2,
Golly.
3. Okay, so I did 3 attacks and my Devourer Venom was gone.
See if I can pop it on all these. Oh god.
So
I'm
you're
really,
saying
really liking Scale Venom.
the Devourer Venom went away after 3 attacks?
Yeah. Something's not right here. It should last 3 just with my own poison. Hold on a sec. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it lasts 3 if I do it by myself. Now both you guys come over here and activate Devour. Okay, so I have 2 icons of it. Let me see how many I can do. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's just 3 at that point. So the they don't actually stack. The number goes higher, but they don't stack.
Huh.
Because that I had the 2. I had the Devour Venom with the 2, and it was 3 attacks. So that it means I had the Venom plus my 1 from the trait.
Look at me hit
I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah, that's important. Now, see, it's hard to tell with these guys since they don't like try and move or attack or anything. I wonder if that immobilize, does that last longer because you're hitting both poisons at the same time, or?
I'm gonna say that Immobilize still stacks, but we have to do it in a staggered way.
Yeah, that makes it unfeasible for World v World. It's just
Well, not necessarily.
too much of a chaotic. Wait, honestly, I think World v World is just too chaotic of a situation to try and, do single-person stacking of who needs to go. Maybe in a sapper group or something or a scout group or something like that. But for the main group, it's just too much of a scattered effect.
I will say that has an interesting implication though, because normally with Venoms you want to have it always applied because you can have your cooldown ticking. But if you've got Venomous Aura, you're kind of wasting it if you know what I mean, because they don't stack.
Yeah.
So it's almost like if you've got 2 guys who are going to be together a lot, you only want one with the Venoms and have Venomous Aura. Or if both people are using Venoms, I mean Venomous Aura seems kind of wasted. It seems like Venomous Aura is mostly for when you're around people who don't have Venoms. That's the main idea.
Yes, I would agree. I wonder Well, here, let me drop. Do you have a build that you can link me that's more stealth oriented?
Not handy.
No, I can kind of make one. It won't let me swap out traits all of a sudden.
In combat.
Skills.
Probably because you're in combat, technically. Being in combat or out of combat in this area is really weird, in my opinion.
I think I went near the dodge trainer is what happened.
I'm a little bit pissed too about the tooltip for Ice Drake Venom. It says 6 seconds, but it does not last 6 seconds no matter how you cut it.
I can't get out of combat. There we go. Alright, let me try a stealth build here.
Can also say that the Dagger Storm did not properly inflict venoms, but it did use them.
Interesting.
Because I just went into like the massive over there and used Dagger Storm with all my venoms popped, and I could not find a single person who had a chilled effect from their character model. I'm gonna try that on one of the ones down here.
Can you tell if Dagger Storm obeys the five target rule?
Actually, I did not check to look at that. Let's see.
This'll be fun.
What is the 5 target rule?
I'm wondering if the Eastern World versus World using blinding powder would be.
It looks like I'm hitting more than 5 targets, but it's hard to tell. It kind of goes around in a circle. Blinding powder is the main thing I read about blinding powder is that it's the fastest way to get into stealth.
Yeah, plus it stealths everybody else. Stealth and grants stealth to nearby allies. That'd be kind of nice.
Yeah, that's true. But nearby allies don't have the stealth skills. Typically.
So what is the 5 target rule?
No. I think the way it works is any targeted AoE or proximity AoE can hit more than 5 targets. But it looks like the way Dagger Storm works is it sort of fires in a circle, and so it may not. I don't know if it is impacted by that. I don't know yet.
Oh, I see why Spider is not good. It's because it sets poison. Alright, I'm with you.
Why do I think blind is the fastest way to stealth? Well, let's look at the ways to stealth.
I'm thinking maybe you have some people go immobilize and some people go scale.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say that. Sorry, go.
Oh, steel. Yeah, steel is fast. Shadow Refuge is not instant. Is it? Seems like it had a cast time to me.
I'd have to say that the Dagger Storm looks like it hit way more than 5 people.
Oh, it's not instant. Both instances stealth. Shadow. Steel is though. Steel, I would agree. That has a little cast bar I saw pop up. Steel, I would agree. Steel is equal to blinding powder. But look at this. This is the first thing I noticed about blinding powder is that when you hit it, no cast bar, just immediate stealth. So yeah, steel is good too. But if you're basically building for maximum stealth, then that blinding powder is going to be on your bar, and that's the one you're going to be using for like. You have to get a backstab right now, or you have to get an immobilize right now. In my opinion. Steel, though, is obviously instant as well.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at too. I was looking at something very similar. Problem is that if you don't do anything with poisons, I'm not sure that spider venoms really that great.
Like I said, I think Spider Venom is for the guy who's using the do more extra damage on target with condition. Because then you can just stack all kinds of crazy poisons on them, and as long as they don't, you know, cure it, you're going to be doing that extra damage. Or like Ruok was saying, you know, if you've got the equipment that gives you crazy condition damage, because I've seen that too. If you get plus condition damage, it's like directly added on, so it adds a ton.
Yeah, I'm hitting 12 guys here with Dagger Storm.
Oh yeah, Dagger Sword definitely hits more than 5. I can tell you that the AoE poison from the short bow only hits a 5. That's the most I've been able to hit with a single shot.
Interesting. See, because I thought ground targets were immune from it, but apparently not.
But it's hard to get a true 5, but I think from what I could try and get, I think I saw slings in one area, and one was immune.
Yep, I'm seeing the same thing. I have 7 guys in the circle and only 5 got it. So yeah, mark that down. Choking gas, limit of 5 targets.
I'll tell you what, with the traits I have for initiative, I gain initiative back so fast.
By the way, if you can test poison stack and duration instead of number of attacks, I mean, does your poison last on you for 90 seconds instead of 45 when you get... what we tested just now, Nox, is that if someone has Venomous Aura and gives you a Venom that you have and then you cast it, you will see the number 2 over the icon on your UI here, but they will not actually be stacked. What I tested was I basically gave myself Devour Venom. I have the trait to do +1 charge. I was able to use the Venom for 3 attacks. I had Ruok give me the Venomous Aura. I was able to use it for 3 attacks. I did it myself, and then he gave it to me again. It showed a 2, and I was able to use it for 3 attacks. So those do not stack, and in fact, even worse than not stacking, they actually show you an icon with a 2 on it, making you think you've got double Venom, but you don't. At least as it currently works. What about Cluster Bomb? Can we tell if that has the cap?
I'm trying that right now. It's hard to find a spot where I can get more 5 going.
Quit killing them.
I think both ways it's max of 5. One, because the cluster,
Yeah, it's only hitting 5 for me.
What I'm noticing is the area effect for the cluster in the non-procced version is actually smaller than the circle.
Yeah, that's true.
And with the procced version, it shoots out 5 projectiles, and they only will hit 1 target.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. That looked maybe like 6, I don't know. I bet if you detonate it, each one gets its own 5, really? I'm thinking that each detonated bomb there's only 5 of them.
Yeah, I'm only hitting 5.
Man, it's hard to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it is 5, but it's like, it almost seems like it's 6, you know?
Yeah. Just wanted to.
Actually, I think that was, I don't know.
I'm gonna go get some levels just in case we keep our characters.
Actually, I'm gonna say I'm hitting 6. But it's like it's like they don't necessarily hit at the same time.
Do I go to my non-traded self again? That was very helpful.
Well, too early.
Yeah, I definitely like playing Metal Fist.
Yeah, I just took a screenshot and I see 6 different numbers popping up, and some of them are like 3 numbers. So I would say that the premature detonation, as I like to call it, is not limited to 5.
Cool, that's good.
But it's like any other AoE that, you know, the actual bomb itself has to hit them. It's not just a huge circle. It said combo, but it didn't do anything. Each single shot is 5 people it can hit.
Okay, yes, with the premature detonation, as you say, this definitely does hit more. You just need to make sure you pop it nice and low. At least enough. Because it will spread out pretty well, even with the low detonation.
Somebody in my stream saying that it's 5 per each little bomb. So in ideal conditions, it would be 15. I guess there's 3 little bombs that pop out?
I saw it hit, at least 3 or 4 guys. I mean,
Yeah,
saw
that's true. There's 3 bombs that come out.
That was quite odd. I just jumped.
That makes sense, Pierre. Thank you.
Oh, I got kicked. That's why. I jumped through the turret gate. It would put me right in the water.
Yeah, so in ideal conditions, it will hit 15 people. Yeah, I just hit one that hit probably 9 golems. Actually, I can see because of the bleed. How many bleeds there are. Which I didn't think the
I'll be right back.
the big explosion did a bleed. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 12. 1, 2, 3. Actually, I thought the way it worked was the small explosion had a bleed component, so it was better if they were going to be running away, and the other one did a little bit more damage in the burst, but not as much over time. But now, they both do the bleed. Even that did 2 stacks. No, that just does 1 stack. That did 2. That's weird. Yeah, I think that's probably what we're seeing, NoX, because it seems like Dagger Storm would obey it. I mean, like if I stand right here, does this do a bleed? No. If I do right here, I mean, I should see. I think I'm gonna see 5. But it does look like it's hitting more. Plus, they're like freaking bouncing everywhere. Try to get all 3 detonations to hit the same target by activating at the last moment. Does it triple bleed? I think it will. Here's a new one. That says 4. I only used it once. Oh, why am I firing twice? Oh, I'm hitting it too late. Yeah, so if I do detonate right there, it's 3. I'll do it again. If I just do 1 shot, it's 2. That's so weird.
Okay,
That's 3. Okay, so I think they've changed the cluster bomb. I remember distinctly that the like the natural explosion would do bleeding and would do more damage. It just took more time. Whereas the premature detonation would do less damage, but it was more instant and obviously hit a bigger area. But now I'm seeing that both of them are adding the bleed. And in fact, even for a single target, premature detonation is better. It seems to apply more bleeds. I just got 5 bleeds on one target with one cluster bomb. There's 6. Wow. I wonder if that's intended. Yeah, I would say it's always better to detonate. I mean, I can't think of a reason why not to now. I mean, 2 bleeds per split piece, yeah. And so 6, I guess, would be the max. Yeah, so essentially what I'm seeing is if you do not premature detonate, then you are 1/3ing the amount of damage and bleed you can do. Because basically the split is basically like firing the natural one 3 times. That can't be intended. That's just weird.
Yeah, that.
I distinctly remember the big explosion not doing bleed, so. I think it has a weaker bleed.
So now I'm trying to get down that timing for that bleed.
So that was 2.
I just looked over at my stream and noticed I had 1 viewer, and all of a sudden I realized, I was like, yeah, I got a viewer! And then I realized, wait, that's me. Oh.
Nice. What's your stream name? I'll link it.
It's Rupla. Twitch TV/Rupla.
You have to time the detonation correctly and
4
good play is
bleeds.
always essential. I agree with that. I like that. But it seems kind of odd, like why they would have it where you have to detonate. Maybe not though. I mean, it does say detonate midair for
Isn't
multiple explosions.
The natural cluster bomb should do 3 bleeds, right? I only got 2.
I think it's just 2, yeah. Which is why you would have 6 max when you detonate. So how many ticks are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I count 4 ticks. 1, 2. Oh, that was just 1 bleed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's 4 ticks of 43. If you hit them with both, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so each detonation is 4 ticks of 43. Now if I detonate, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so that was 7 times 2. So
Alright, time to make a guardian.
something like that? I don't know if I can count all those that quickly. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 12. So 12 times 4. So it's, sorry, 3 times 4 is 12. So it was 3 bleeds and each one was 4
You
ticks.
guys helped me figure something. When you said that you can switch out in World versus World out of combat, you just made my day. Because then I can make a guardian that's situationally dependent.
And that's, I
You
mean,
know what I mean?
yeah, I mean, that's why I was saying, like, I don't really think about the builds themselves. I think you want to have it where you can have multiple options in each major trait slot. Because of the fact that you can do it, you should be doing it in World vs. World. You should be changing your major traits based on the situation.
Based on whether you're on a door or you're defending or whatever.
Exactly. Small group combat, single combat, large group combat.
The problem is can you switch them out fast enough?
Well, I mean, I guess,
You get used to it.
yeah, it just depends. Like, if you remember, Ors, do you remember when we were holding them at that ice bridge?
Yeah.
I was
I
actually-
would have been completely different build, yeah.
I was actually getting out of combat and changing builds in the middle of that fight, so even in that tight of a choke, I was able to get out of combat and change. So basically, I'm doing the counting with the bleeds, and essentially, you should always detonate. Every time you should always detonate. The only time you shouldn't detonate is when you need a combo finisher, because until we can prove it otherwise, the premature detonation does not do a combo finisher.
I think I hit it too late.
We need a bigger field.
I'm gonna do it up here so it's a little bit out of the way. I just found a private heavy golem up here.
Nice. Did you premature detonate?
I did.
Alright, I guess it does then. You just have to, obviously it's a lot harder.
Just double tap it. That's all I did. I double tapped it and it worked.
Alright, so cross this off. Four ticks. It's 4 ticks of bleed. 4 ticks of bleed. Two per bomb. Which means how many total bleeds? 3 times 2. No, that's not right. Oh, yeah, that is right, because it was 3. Wait a minute. Each bomb did. Oh, I see. If you hit all 3 clusters, you'd get. Was it 9? No. What do you think about this? So single target.
Have we tested anything about SPVP, seeing if that finishes, or that you can trade traits in that?
I don't think you can. I've never tested it though. Okay, that's 2 hits. 2 bleeds. Alright, so I did 6. Does that make sense?
Do have to
3
say your
bombs, 2
green
bleeds
screen
each,
is
yeah.
pretty kick-ass.
6x. Alright. Can you test if casting a stealthing skill while in stealth increases the duration? Sure. It does immune because you get the reveal. You get revealed, so you can't stack that. You'll be immune to it. You get some pretty serious bleeds.
Yeah, definitely. I liked how they added bleeding to that explosion. Oh yeah, you definitely can hit way more than 5 with the cluster. Definitely just hit.
Do those headsets come in red? These? Yeah, I think they do. It's a Siberia V1, I think it's called. I'm not really sure about that. I think it's called. It's definitely called Siberia something. I think that cluster bomb is probably the widest area of effect too. So if you explode it high enough.
Time to do something.
I mean, obviously it's only 3 projectiles, but you can cover a huge area with it. Do the mini explosions each cause their own combo finisher? So what would be the... Alright, so somebody asked, yeah, I guess you saw my stream chat, they said is mini explosions cause their own combo finisher, but we can't really test that with dark field or the smoke field, right?
I don't think so.
We need a guardian or is she still here?
Mesmer.
I got a guardian.
That'll work.
What do you need me to come do?
Can you make a light
Be
field?
awesome.
Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta finish the tutorial.
Wait a minute. That's not the right one.
I'm making my guardian and running. Now, you guys, maybe I didn't realize because I was so low level in World vs. World that you can actually switch out those skills. And now that I know that, I mean, that just opened up an entire world.
All right, we need somebody who can do a fire field.
Well, elementalist, obviously. I'm really hoping, though. I think it's Oku. Is it Oku? You're going Sylvari, or is it
Yes.
Ruok? I'm hoping that that's what I really want to see is how they implement that armor into the you know how they're kind of their body is the armor for a thief and basically any of the classes.
Psychocaster, so when I do cluster bomb and I detonate it early,
This'll be fun.
it creates 3 bombs. 1, 2, 3. Each one of those can hit up to 5 targets. Boom. 1, 2, 3. That's why it looks like more. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was more, but... There, that was a lot more.
I just hit 8 with my with the cluster bomb. I think what probably happened is it only hits 5, but each cluster can only hit 5.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what we're seeing.
I could outrun a centaur.
Oh, Star's here. Star's here, actually.
So what were you trying to test there, Oku? My chat was bugging out.
Oh, if we can do Fire Field plus Blast Finisher, we should be able to get Might, and the idea is that if we could do the Premature Detonation, we could see if it stacks the Might, like it's 3 combos.
Ah. Here, how about Star? Star's not in this channel, is she? He, it, they.
I could outrun a centaur.
If you can get Star or someone to throw down that, just logged off, I guess.
She's getting the weapon now.
Oh, okay. But what we'll do is, to make the cluster easier, I'll cast it, or stand in it or something, and the other person can cast. That way there's a little bit more time to get that arc, the explosion right.
That makes sense. Again, I think unfortunately it doesn't show you a little stacking icon if you get multiple of them. Correct me, I don't, is that right?
Actually, we can test real quick. As soon as it, do you have gains might on applying venom?
I can get it. What is it?
It's a trait.
Deadly Arts?
Yep, venomous strength.
Alright,
If you already have,
go ahead.
I already.
Okay, it does show it too. Alright.
Yep.
Let's see. Fier says you could always each set up a combo field in a different area, then detonate until you get mini bombs landing in different fields. That would be interesting. That would work. I think this will be satisfactory though. This way we have a buff and it will actually be like immediately, it should be immediately obvious. Just checking my notes here. I wrote down Scorpion Wire must be within range on activation. Scorpion Wire must- Yeah, I think that's what I discovered. But you can get into range, fire it, and then get out of range and be fine. I'll just say not. Up to max. By the way, Pierre, I agree. I think I would probably be really dark brown or maybe even black if they haven't like Ebonwood or whatever. I think that would be pretty cool. As like a thief, you know. Ugh.
I could outrun a centaur.
Eat my dust!
Round leaves? Yeah. I'm sure there's going to be bark skin. Where's that one that gives you initiative on heal? Okay, I want to try this. Oh crap, that's like 4 initiative. Wow. One, 2, 3, 4. That's like 4 initiative. That's crazy. Alright, she's here.
Yeah. You want me to stand in it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Nothing. Stand a little bit farther back, seeing if you can get better on the timing. I don't look like it landed right in it.
Didn't do anything?
No.
Hmm.
One might. Oh, I got a second might after a little bit. I don't know if that was you or something else. One might. No might.
It's too hard to tell. That the one you got was a non-detonated one.
It sucks that it has to land right in it.
I wouldn't expect you to have to be in the line actually, because remember how stealth works?
No, I'm talking about the shot itself.
Yeah.
Healing on the thief is pretty lame, honestly. Didn't mean to hit the button on that one.
Time to do something.
I did hear right that Assassin's Signet works for the full duration of Dagger Storm, and Assassin's Signet counts Dagger Storm as one hit attack. Should be an easy numbers test.
I'm gonna pause my video real quick. Oh no, I can't do that. What's the timestamp? I don't know, on that one, it looked like, ooh, what's this?
Seems like there's a bug. If you detonate too late, it like blows up right next to you, but it doesn't seem to use initiative. Are you seeing that?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it looks like it used double initiative when it blows up too late.
Oh.
No initiative.
What's going on in here?
All the good
Building
things.
a guardian.
You're right. I see double initiative too.
Since we don't have enough guardians.
You going Guardian Ores?
I'm gonna file
Well,
a
here's
bug
the
report.
deal. I didn't know that you could, when you're in World versus World, you could switch out on the fly. I guess I just never built anybody high enough to figure that out. And now that I know that, I can go with, you know what I mean? I can do with the normal build for defensive, and then I can go for a more offensive build when I'm running around.
Alright, so the test here is whether all the damage numbers are the same.
So that makes a huge, that's a very big deal for me.
Oh, you're right, Pierre. I want to check that too.
Now that I know that I
the
can do
pistol
that,
one.
I can
Alright, so
help the guild and play how I
activate,
want at
and
the same
basically
time.
all the numbers should be the same. That's what we're looking for here. Need some respawn here. Alright, so looking for all numbers the same. Looks like a lot of 1,700s. Looked like they were all the same to me. Looked like 700 normal, 1,000 critical. I guess we can wait until that recharges and see if they're lower. I'm gonna try that de-equip thing.
I've used the scepter for like 1 second and I become Scepter Man.
Scepter Man?
There was an 800 at the
Scepter
start.
Master.
You know what I'm finding is pretty
Oh, so maybe
damn
it
good
doesn't
on
apply.
Mesmer.
Myth is busted. I like that.
The staff. This is actually pretty amazing.
Combat.
Oh my god, Smite is awesome. Oh, I'm going down. Oh, I'm not that good of a guardian. Run away.
Stab your foe. Seems like pretty good damage, but I don't know. Nothing too special. It's a couple hundred more.
I could outrun a centaur.
Combat. Come on.
Replenishing.
There we go. Pistol. Dagger. So this thing, Twisting Fang, spin in place, hitting nearby enemies. Each hit causes bleeding. That's weakness. That holds you in place. That's a little annoying. Goes for initiative. It's kind of low damage. Pretty low damage actually. That's 480 over time. 1, 2, 3, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wow, 8? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 3, 4. Okay, so 12 ticks. 48. It's a pretty good bleed. Did that a few times. So I checked the trait that gives you initiative on heal. I think it's 4 initiative. It's pretty crazy when you're using withdrawal every 15 seconds.
That is pretty super crazy.
So I'm pretty much convinced Trickery is the best trait line.
You're pretty convinced that what?
Trickery.
Silly Wars. I mean, Oku.
What?
Silly Oku.
Silly. 635.
Were you guys just testing in the mists?
Yep, all day.
You've been there all day?
Pretty much. 20% chance to be a physical projectile.
Ooh, I got a mining pick.
So it was 700 and 1,000. Let's see what this does now. Yeah, it looks basically the same. So I would say that Assassin Signet only applies on the first hit. Dagger Storm. Alright, I've got to go AFK a bit.
Okay.
Alright guys, on the stream, I'm going to go AFK for a bit. I think I'll be back before it's over. I just have to go eat dinner, so I will leave you to see the miss here. Enjoy.
Okay, so each bounce with a trick shot counts as an attack.
select your chamber.
Wait, do all the necklaces do the same thing?
No. They actually do quite different things.
Oh, I derped. Never mind.
Yep. And for rings and earrings and all that jazz, you actually have to buy a jewel to stick into them. Actually, I think it comes with one in there when you're looking at the PvP ones, but you want to buy one to stick in there. Whoops. Jumped too far.
Do you guys know what, never mind, I'll figure it out. Disregard. Ooh, gigantic lag spike in the human area. That would be why.
I could outrun a centaur. I feel good.
Human joined your chamber.
Oh man, I'm hanging out with Euros here.
Hells yeah.
You know it.
Going on? Is it more stable now than it was before?
The only part I've been having trouble with is PvP, like structured PvP, but
I was having problems just coming back from my instance in Personal Story.
well, I
I
don't
was
think any of
trying
those
to-
instances were working.
No, I got in, and then I was trying to come back to the Wayfarer Foothills, and it got to 95% and just froze there.
I was trying to insert some Personal Story stuff, but it wasn't going up. It was giving me like an error.
Kind of wanted to explore how different things are if you choose different. But I did not get to. Oh, hey, let me back now. Okay. I keep getting invited to Heroes of War every time I log in. That's the ArenaNet setup guild, right? That was Heroes of Tyria. Around my goals and now.
Stress test.
Oh man, there's so much lag.
I could outrun a centaur.
Human in your chamber. Human entered your chamber.
I like feeding the bears.
Like you do in person?
Human in your chamber timeout.
Uh-oh, Holbrecht's taking a long time to load.
Human in your chamber
Structured PvP is kind of a mess.
I wonder what caused it to break. That's kind of the thing I kind of wanted to do to. Got the exponentially slower and slower loading bug. It gets 10% really quick, and then it gets to about 20% about half as fast, and then it gets to 30% half as fast as that. Now I'm at 88%, and it's taken about 5 or 6 seconds before it gets to 89.
Today was pretty silly. I had like one where it took like 10 minutes to get to like 2.
I wonder what that is up with. What is up
This
with that?
stress test.
Or is it downloading additional pieces?
Do you think they still use that Guild Wars 1 type thing?
I don't know. I don't think it would just let me launch if I needed stuff. That was always a cool idea. I'm not sure it was ever really worth all the effort they put into making them or Blizzard. Guessing that there's a very small portion of the audience that really would have a problem downloading everything all at once. Alright, I'm at 94%. I wonder if I'm in a queue.